Hello, in this video I will show you how to record your students' attendance on Moodle. This is something that is always important, but that will probably prove to be even more important during online classes where Moodle becomes really the central point for your teaching. Okay, so first of all, one thing would be that if you're teaching your classes using a meeting platform like Google Meet or Yuja or WebEx, a very simple way to record, to write down your attendance, your students' attendance, is to take a screenshot on your computer. So instead of pausing your class to write down your attendance, you can take a picture of what is on your screen, and then later on, after your class, you can record this attendance in Moodle. Taking a screenshot is usually very simple. I use a Mac. When you use a Mac, this is how you take a screenshot. You press Command, Shift, and 4 all at the same time, and you will get, I will show you, I can do it right now, you will get this sort of symbol. Then you click and drag, you see this frame, and whatever is included in this frame will be captured as an image. So when you release, it takes a picture, and this picture is saved in your desktop. If you're using a Windows system, then there are various ways to take a screenshot, and these are the basic ones. As you can see, the button that you need to press is this print screen. There are, as you can see in this description, different options. The easiest is print screen, just that one button will take a picture of the whole thing, of the whole screen. So depending on the system you're using, you use different ways for a screenshot. When you are on any platform for meetings, you will have a list of participants to the meetings, so make sure this list is evident for you, and in that moment, at any time during your class when you think it's the good moment for recording the attendance, you can take this picture and move on without interrupting your class. All right, so let's go back to Moodle. This is a practice course. I encourage you, as you are preparing for maybe teaching online for the first time in the fall, that you apply for a practice Moodle course. It's very simple, and I will include the link where you can apply for this to Elise. And this will help you practice, and also whatever work you're doing here can be easily exported to the actual course that you will be released before your class starts. All right, so first of all, let's click on this pencil icon. This will activate editing mode. When you are in editing mode, you have more options. You can personalize your page, and anywhere you can add an activity or resource. So let's do it here, for example, at the very top, and you see that you have different things you can do. Normally the default is all, and then you see when you press on these stars, you can select the activities that you normally use more frequently, and those will go into the starred ones. So you see in the all view, you have attendance here at the top, so you can select this, and you see the name is attendance. You can change it if you want, and you don't need to do anything special here, but you see that you have a grade options. This is important for your gradebook, because especially here, grade category, you see that you don't have any alternatives in this case, because I haven't created my gradebook yet. But once you create your gradebook, you are going to have different categories like participation, homework, quizzes, final exam, etc. And you will have the option of inserting your attendance into one of those. Probably you would want to have your attendance categorized under participation. That would make sense. So if you just select uncategorized, it means it will be recorded in your gradebook, but outside every other category. You can decide to calculate attendance as an actual grade or not. That will depend on the settings that you create in your gradebook. So let's leave this for now, but keep in mind that this is important. And let's do save and display. All right, so now you need to go to add session, and the first date should be the first day of classes. So let's take a look at our calendar for the fall, just to give you an example. Important dates, fall 2020, and we find that classes begin on September 3rd. September 3rd is a Thursday, so since our classes are normally Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, our first day is going to be September 4th. So we select the 4th, September 2020, and then you select your time, let's say, for example, 9:20. And the end time for the class, let's say, approximately 9:30, excuse me, 10:30. You see you have an option for a calendar event. It depends if you use your calendar on Moodle or not. It doesn't hurt to have it. And then what is important is this, multiple sessions. So normally, you see you have to check this box, repeat the session above as follows. Normally we have classes Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, as we were saying, and we want to repeat every 1 week. And the end date for our classes is December 7. December 7 is a Monday, so this works for us. Our last day of class is going to be December 7, so we write it here. I don't think you want your students to record their own attendance, so you leave it like this, and you go and click Add. Okay, so Moodle will generate automatically all your classes. You see we have now 41 sessions, the first one being on September 4th, Friday, and then you see Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, etc. It's all automatic until December 7th, so just double check that everything is correct. If you want, you can then go ahead and delete some classes that are not going to happen. Like you see, we have a break. Fall break begins on October 15, and classes resume on October 19. So you can delete this class right here for October 16 because it's not going to happen. And if you want to delete any specific session, you click on this, you see rubbish bin here, and you want to confirm that you are going to delete this session, and that's it. So you see that class is gone. And you can do it for any other class that you don't plan to teach because of the calendar, etc. Okay? Alright, so once you have created all of these sessions, when you are ready to record attendance, for example, for your first class, you click on this, let's call it a play button. It's, you see, take attendance. And here, of course, I don't have anyone in my class now, but under here you will have a list of names, and you have 4 options: present, late, excused, and absent. The default value of these 4 options is that present would give 2 points, late 1 point, excused 1 point, and absent 0 points. So all of this would be calculated for every session, and if you have a grade for attendance in your gradebook, then you can see a percentage of your students' attendance. That might be a good idea to use to weigh in your students' participation in your course. Okay, so you see that when you go back to your course, you have this attendance listed here. You exit editing mode by clicking again on the pencil. You see, and when you're ready to take attendance, you just click on attendance, select the session, and record your attendance and click on save. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day. Goodbye.